Please rise for the presentation of colors by the United States Armed Forces Color Guard.
Color, present, or. Color, right shoulder, or.
Our finals pre-show will resume shortly.
Sometimes it feels like there's not a lot of humanity left in the world, and this job reminds me every day that there really is.
We are one of the fortunate few who are welcomed into the lives of millions of people every day.
We give our consumers a sense of place,
connecting them to the communities they live in, the brands they love, and the teams they root for.
This is a connection we've had for over 145 years. Whether it was giving voice to the working class,
protecting our free and open press,
finding new ways to connect with listeners, learners, philanthropists,
advertisers, and entrepreneurs.
In this ever-changing media industry, we don't have the option to stand still, which means we take risks and we make bold moves.
But through all the changes, there is one constant to our past,
our future, and to each other.
Give light, and the people will find their own way.
It's not just our motto.
It's what connects us.
So here's to us.
The truth seekers,
community leaders,
cowboys, and comedians.
To our sports fans,
students and educators,
families. And to all of us who are here, making sure that we are delivering on the promise to create connection every day. Scripps, we create connection.
The city's official convention and sports authority. With a focus on cultural affairs, we make global, local, with stunning events and must-see experiences. So, what's your game? We've got it. From the traditional to the unconventional, we support sports that entertain and entertainment that excites. We are the district's premier host, bringing conventions and meetings from around the corner, across the country, and around the world. We are world-class people delivering world-class events.
Spellers, families, guests, to officially kick off this extraordinary evening to come, please welcome the President and Chief Executive Officer of the E.W. Scripps Company, Adam Simpson.
Thank you, everybody, and good evening. This is a year of firsts. The first year of the Bee's second century, the first year of bringing spelling competition to this historic venue, and for that matter, the first outing for this impressive stage design. It's our first year working with our new broadcast host, Mina Kimes, and the first time competing at the national level for 2/3 of our spellers here this week, including one of our finalists. It's amazing to see how a year full of firsts can make a 101-year-old tradition feel brand new. And it's a perfect example of how change keeps legacies alive. As president and CEO of the E.W. Scripps Company, I lead a nearly 150-year-old organization that believes transformation isn't just powerful, it's essential to creating meaningful and lasting connection. These bold changes in the Bee Week experience reflect our commitment to reinvention while still staying true to the legacy that has served us and our spellers and partners so well for so many years. Scripps was founded as a journalism company, so belief in the power of words is in our DNA. Words are the fundamental building blocks of dialogue and discourse. They connect us to one another, helping us to transcend barriers and bring us together. The power of words is that they can ignite curiosity, unlock new ideas, and move us forward. That's why the Bee matters so much to us at Scripps and why it involves so many of us, from our events team to the production crew, from our broadcast journalists to our technology group, marketing, digital, and communications. The Bee is one of those cross-company moments that reminds us what's possible when we all come together. Speaking of what's possible, the finalists you'll see on stage tonight began their journey here last fall alongside 10 million kids who participated in school spelling bees across the nation. We're fortunate and grateful for the hundreds of regional partners who believe in the mission of the Bee and supported their champion spellers on their paths here. I'm thankful to the Scripps National Spelling Bee team and their colleagues across Scripps who work all year long to make this program a reality for children nationwide. And I'm appreciative of our dedicated team of officials and word panelists who give of their time because they recognize the value of this uniquely transformative experience. And it has all led to this, the apex of achievement and determination. From the 246 spellers who started the week to the fierce competition and camaraderie we'll see on stage tonight. Our finalists will proudly put their prowess with words on full display. Today, Scripps creates connection through content that informs, engages, entertains, and uplifts on streaming, cable and satellite, and over-the-air television and digital platforms. Our local and national journalism connects our audiences to America and the communities where we live. Our sports programming connects fans to their favorite leagues, teams, and players, but most important, to one another around their shared love of the game. And our multi-generational entertainment connects people around the programming they're passionate about. Everything we do is in service to bringing people together, connecting Americans to their neighbors next door and across the country. Our commitment has always been to tell the stories that inform and inspire, so it makes perfect sense that Scripps has been the steward of the National Spelling Bee for more than 80 of its 101 years. And why, since 2022, we have broadcast the Bee on our own network, ION, expanding the Bee's reach through free over-the-air television and on popular free streaming platforms to tell the stories of these children that we know will inspire millions. In fact, last year's Bee programming attracted more than 7 million viewers across our over-the-air and streaming platforms. I'm proud of the Bee's reputation and prominence as the nation's largest and longest-running educational program. It's a crown jewel in the Scripps mission because it does what we aspire to do every day. It creates connection. Tonight, millions will gather separately in their own homes, but together as a nation, to see these spellers shine a spotlight on learning and language. That's remarkable. And that this spotlight has continued to shine on the national stage for more than a century, truly incredible. I'd like to add my congratulations to the entire Bee class of 2026. You are an amazing group, and you have my respect and admiration. I know you've all worked very hard to get here, and my hope is that you found your time here at Bee Week rewarding, memorable, and a lot of fun. As for this evening's competitors, I'm pulling for each of you and prepared as always to be astounded by your poise and depth of knowledge as you take on the dictionary. As CEO of our company, I have the great honor of presenting the Scripps Cup, the championship trophy, every year. So I'll see you later this evening at the end of the competition. Until then, best of luck, spellers.
And now, please welcome Executive Director of the Scripps National Spelling Bee, Corey Leffler.
Good evening, and thank you everyone for showing up for the biggest night of our year. Tonight, our finalists will unleash the magic of words, illuminating why they matter, not only for their success in this competition, but for success in life. And the spellers who will appear on this stage tonight, along with those watching in the audience, are all here thanks to the educators, regional partners, and volunteers who keep the Bee buzzing all year long. As Adam mentioned, we are thrilled to be back in the heart of Washington, D.C. this year for the first time since 2010. Our return to the district has been supported by our experience partner, Events DC, the official convention and sports authority of Washington, D.C. So please welcome the Vice President of Business Development in the Sports and Entertainment Division for Events DC, Lawrence Ham.
Thank you for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, I am Lawrence Ham, Vice President of Business Development at Events DC. On behalf of our President and CEO, Angie M. Gates, we are proud to be here tonight to close out what has been a wonderful display of excellence from the young competitors and their supporters. As the official convention and sports authority for Washington, D.C., the Events DC team was proud to welcome the Scripps National Spelling Bee and Bee Week back to the nation's capital. We hope that everyone's time here has offered a moment to explore all that Washington has to offer. From restaurants in our neighborhoods to our museums and landmarks, there is something for everyone to enjoy. It is only appropriate that these young spellers, the best and brightest of the nation, are making history as we celebrate America's 250th anniversary. Best of luck to the finalists tonight and to the whole class of 2026. You truly made your mark on the nation's capital with the Bee Week here in our nation's capital. Enjoy the evening, and thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence. We are so grateful for the support of both Destination DC and Events DC as we brought Bee Week 2026 to life. To continue in the spirit of gratitude, I would like to recognize those who have helped these young students make it all the way to the main stage this week. If you are a Scripps National Spelling Bee past champion, please stand and be recognized. Amazing. You know, these champions have inspired millions. This year alone, they motivated 24,000 schools to participate. And each of those 24,000 school spelling bee champions competed for the chance to be here this week, and only 247 graced this stage. And now we're down to the top 9 as we cap off this milestone year with a thrilling battle of words. I am proud to be leading a team that is dedicated to preserving and evolving this American institution. Our exceptional crew, including our full-time Bee staff, outside contributors, technology and production partners, and so many from the home office of the E.W. Scripps Company in Cincinnati, have poured their hearts into preserving and evolving the Bee's legacy. I salute our distinguished and experienced panel of officials who administer the competition with the utmost integrity. We and the thousands of spellers whose lives you have touched with your work are truly grateful. We're also delighted to have more than 30 members of the Scripps family here to witness the power of their namesake competition in action. Speaking of the Scripps family, the impact of our connection doesn't stop there. So to say more, please welcome the president and CEO of the Scripps Howard Fund, Meredith Delaney.
Thank you, Corey. This event is always an inspiration to us at the Scripps Howard Fund. With literacy as one of our philanthropic focuses, we are proud to partner with the Scripps National Spelling Bee on the Believe program. In its founding year, supported by the Adam R. Scripps Foundation and from passionate bee supporters, Believe gave the gift of spelling bee participation to 577 Title I schools, opening up access to transformative programs like never before. And through our If You Give a Child a Book campaign, we put books into the hands of children in need across the country. This commitment is supported by the belief that literacy is a powerful antidote to poverty and a critical step in creating a better informed world. We congratulate tonight's finalists on bringing the joy of literacy to the world stage tonight. Best of luck. And now to introduce a true celebrity, 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion, Faizan Zaki.
Hey everybody, it's hard to believe it's been a whole year since I last competed on this stage. My championship moment knocked me off my feet, literally, and I'll never forget the feeling of that dream coming true. Now, whether tonight ends with a championship word like éclaircissement or in a spell-off like I competed back in 2024, I know I'll be on the edge of my seat, spelling along with every word. Because to be honest, I still think spelling is fun. And tonight, I'll be passing on the championship title to someone new. But I have even bigger goals for myself in the future. My participation in the Bee showed me that I could dream bigger, reach higher, and most importantly, put in the work. I hope every speller and everyone in the audience takes lessons of the Bee with them after tonight, not just the words they've learned, but the new horizons that open up by competing at this level. And no spellers would be here without support from their communities. The Scripps National Spelling Bee honors outstanding champions of the program each year with 3 awards, and I'm proud to help present those tonight. First up is the Regional Volunteer of the Year.
Please welcome Linda Raisin, a volunteer with the Vermont Principals Association Spelling Bee. Linda. While Linda was instrumental in helping coordinate their first state bee back in 2005, we recognize her tonight for a quieter role. Since 2008, she has served as official recorder and record keeper, a position key to the competition's integrity. Linda says she keeps coming back because the students do, and she's been able to see the resilience and striving fostered by bee participation. Linda, we salute your decades of volunteer service with so much gratitude. Thank you.
Now, as a Dallas champion myself, I'm especially excited to introduce you to the Bee's Educator of the Year, Yasmin Harris Youngblood. As a librarian at Hexter Elementary in the Dallas Independent School District, Ms. Harris Youngblood brings a global perspective and an international appreciation of language to her school's spelling bee program. She focuses on creating opportunities for all students, regardless of their backgrounds, and inspiring confidence and curiosity along the way. So thank you for turning the bee into a can't-miss event at your school and inspiring so many students like me. Congratulations.
And finally, the Bee has nearly 200 regional partners across the US and around the world. From school auditoriums to public libraries, television studios to NFL stadiums, our partners craft memorable experiences for the 24,000 school champions who vie for regional championships each year. They did all of this for the joy of competition and belief in the power of words to create opportunity and connect communities. This year, we are proud to honor an organization that has consistently gone above and beyond to provide bee representation in their region and elevate the status of the program using the strength and positivity of their own brand. Please welcome Riley Fields, Ann Woods, and Dave Stogdell, representing the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers' dedication to literacy and its overall necessity for long-term success has been key to its education-focused philanthropy, which the Bee has become a shining example of. The Panthers' outstanding program covers more than 90 school districts in North Carolina and another 23 in South Carolina, and they sponsor a whopping 6 spellers to our national stage. Before they arrive at Bee Week, Riley's team aims to create the ultimate spelling bee experience, even holding their finals at the Panthers' home stadium in Charlotte. What a gift to the Carolinas and a gift to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Congratulations to our regional partner of the year, the Carolina Panthers. Congratulations again to all our award winners, and of course, a final congratulations to Faison. Tonight, you'll see a new champion named, and with that title comes prizes. Of course, the $50,000 in cash, But this year we have some great additions from generous prize donors like the Kennedy Space Center, who's providing a trip to their visitors center along with an astronaut meet and greet, which makes me wonder if I'm actually too old to try to win this. Some partners have been with us for the long haul, including our official dictionary partner, Merriam-Webster, who has been with us for nearly 70 years. To say more, here's editor at large and Bee judge, Peter Sokolowski.
Noah Webster's first book was not a dictionary, but a textbook for spelling. And among the changes to English spelling that Webster advocated were dropping the letter U from words like color and honor and humor, and changing the RE to ER for words like center and theater, distinctive elements of American English today. Merriam-Webster continues the tradition of American dictionary making. We're deeply proud of our partnership with the Scripps National Spelling Bee. And we're proud to present tonight's winner with a $2,500 cash prize and a reference library, and from our sister company, Encyclopedia Britannica, they'll be receiving reference works, including my favorite, a 1768 Britannica replica set, and a 3-year membership to Britannica Premium online. Congratulations to all the spellers this week, and we thank you for bringing our dictionary to life on this stage and in living rooms across America. And now back to Corey.
Thank you to Peter, to Merriam-Webster, and Encyclopedia Britannica for all of your support. Now, what you will witness on this stage tonight represents the pinnacle of a journey that begins in classrooms across the country. Tonight, I am thrilled to announce a new partnership that represents a huge step toward making that journey more accessible. Thanks to support from College Board, we are launching the Bee Resource Center, a free online platform that will be available this coming fall, giving parents and students direct access to our official study materials for the first time. For spellers, that means being better prepared for competition. But the words in our program don't just win spelling bees. They build vocabulary students need to succeed in high school, on college entrance exams, and throughout their lives. That's a mission College Board knows well, and it's exactly why this partnership makes so much sense. So we are incredibly grateful to College Board for their commitment to clearing the path for every student to reach their full potential. Together, we're making sure that the Bee's impact doesn't end when the competition does. It follows every student forward. And with that, it's time to turn our attention back to the true stars of this evening. Our finalists are about to remind the nation that it's really cool to spell big words using nothing but the strength of your own mind. The live broadcast will begin at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for being here in this beautiful historic venue to watch history be made. I hope you all enjoy the competition.